Hello everyone. Of course, as you all know that our topic today is about Firewall Analyzer, VPN monitoring for the new normal work from home. And of course, as we all know, for the last couple of months and the last year, we've been suffering from the COVID-19 and how all the companies are going to work from home as a new normality. Based on this, we have to introduce you to the VPN monitoring as a new normal help and fixation for all the security admins. And before we begin, we have agenda notes, why Firewall Analyzer. We're going to have an introduction and reports overview. Why Firewall Analyzer? Of course, as you all know, for a security admin, you need a tool to help you to monitor your network security devices and to help you identify your internal and external threats so that it can help you to monitor the VPN, firewall, IPS, IDS, mostly typical network security infrastructure. Okay. As an introduction, so Firewall Analyzer can be considered as a one centralized tool or place where you collect all the logs from all the security devices that you have or network devices that you have. Based on this, you will get the log analysis, alarm management, rule management, and configuration management, and eventually the compliance management. So once you get started, of course, after the installation for the Firewall Analyzer, which is easy, you're going to have to forward all the logs from the firewalls or the security devices to the Firewall Analyzer. Once you do this, you will be able to see all the reports that you are looking for, like VPN, bandwidth report, and etc. And you will get, of course, the alarm management that as a security admin, you are putting a threshold for each anomaly or everything that you are looking for in infrastructure. And you will get alarms once this threshold is passed. Based on this, you will get alarm through emails or SMS or a logging a ticket or whatever you like, as much as it suits your infrastructure. Reports overview. For report overview, we're gonna have an overview regarding the VPN reports. But what else as a report is there? VPN report, firewall report, dashboard and inventory, proxy report, custom report, and search report. For VPN reports, which will help you and provide you with all the details that you are looking for a VPN, bandwidth analysis, and the capacity. In firewall report, mostly it's a combination between the firewall security and the traffic analysis. Custom reports, mostly the reports that you are creating to suit your infrastructure and to help you for a custom view. Proxy report, this report is used for analyzing the proxy server, of course, and eventually the search reports, which will help you to perform forensic log analysis using search reports. Okay, for a security management for a flexible work environment, since we all know that most of the organizations switch to remote work from home model, and hence we get multiple reports to help the security admins to identify the VPN and bandwidth challenges and hiccups. You will be able to get the VPN usage, VPN connection, VPN active sessions, and VPN trends. Okay, so in VPN usage, you will be able to get the amount of traffic consumed by VPN users. In VPN connections, you will be able to identify the number of users connected to your VPN. And in VPN active sessions, you will be able to monitor the active VPN user session and bandwidth consumed, and eventually the VPN trend, which will help you to get the bandwidth connection, the bandwidth and connection trend. All right, so we have here some use cases. So let's take a look on it. So our first use case here is to identify which users are currently logged into the VPN. That our security admin has been asked to identify which users are currently logged in. So this is specially used for detecting the employees logging into the company servers. And of course, you would be able to get the currently active VPN session that is active right now. All right, let's take a look on it in our system, and of course you will be able to get it from the Firewall Analyzer report, VPN report, active VPN users. From reports, VPN reports, active VPN users, so that you will be able to get the username, what host he is coming from, what assigned IP is being assigned to him, what kind of VPN, start time, duration, and device. So you will be able to see from where he is accessing, with what username and what kind of VPN type he is using, and which firewall he is using the VPN from. So our second use case here, to submit a detailed weekly VPN activity report on all the users, so that the management want to get the VPN activity on the weekly basis. And to do so, you can get it from the Firewall Analyzer, going to the report, VPN report, and you can check the VPN sessions. Let's take a look on it. Report, VPN report, VPN sessions. And by that you will be able to see all the VPN sessions, the ones who is connected and the others who are disconnected. You'll be able to see the username, the host, the assigned IP, start time, duration, end time, and how megabytes being used, the kind of the VPN used, the device, and the status. And of course, you can customize it to be in today, or the last 24 hours, and the last 7 days, or whatever you like. And of course, you can send it to the management through an email, export it as a PDF, CSV, Excel sheet, or whatever you like. So our third use case here is to identify which employee is accessing the VPN the most, and also find the usage trend. So in order to identify which employees is accessing the VPN on the daily basis, you can get to report, VPN report, and check the top users. From report, VPN report, and start checking the top users. All right. Once you get to the top users, you can see who is the most consuming the VPN, and you can get it from the username, the heads, the duration, and the total bytes, first login and last attempt of login. Once you click on the username, you can drill down to see more details about him. You can get the user, host, assigned IP, start time, end time, duration, total bytes, and even the VPN type and device, and the status for this user. Okay, so our fourth, so also you can create a profile, and by creating profile with Firewall Analyzer, you can schedule the report profile to be sent to the management immediately, or to be sent in certain days, in 13 weeks, in 13 months, to be sent automatically without doing the tedious work for the security admin and be deeply focused on the technicalities. So the management can see everything with the reports being sent on the daily or on the monthly basis, and the security admin can focus on his work too, without facing any conflicts. All right, our fourth use case here is to identify the active VPN connection count for a specific firewall. And in order to do so, you can do it from reports, VPN reports, and take an overview regarding it. By that, you will get a list of all devices and the number of connection active sessions on every device. You will get the unique statistics of this device. Let's take a look on it. Report, VPN report, and you can get to the VPN overview. So by that you will start getting the active sessions on which device and the device and the count for it. You can see the new sessions hourly report, hour of the day. You can see how many counts in each hour. You can also get the connection statistics for this device, the date for it. Once you drill down or click on the date, you will get the details of this user, right? And you can get all the details of this user. Once you drill down on the user, you get the details and extra details about him. Okay, so by that you will be, as we've been stating before, you get the number of connection, active sessions, and even the unique statistics of this device. So our fifth use case, which is identifying the failed VPN login attempt. So a lot of users are complaining that they are not able to get to the to use the VPN. Hence, they have asked to reach out to fix the failed login. So would not only fix the failed login attempt, but also will help to increase the productivity, that you are helping the user to access the system easily and quickly by helping him and guiding him what should he do and what he's supposed to enter. All right, let's take a look on it. By getting to report, VPN report, and take a look on the VPN report in here. Once you do so, you will get the top failed VPN. You will get the top failed VPN users, all right? Which user? Once you drill down on the user who is facing the issue, you will get more details about him, and you will get even the description of the why he is not able to access. So for example, this user is not able to access because he is facing a connection issue, or he's entering his authentication in a wrong way. Based on this, as a security admin, you can guide him. So, and this is the VPN report you're supposed to see, and the top failed VPN users, and whose user are getting the issue. All right. Our sixth use case here is to get a daily or weekly or monthly trend on active VPN connection. So in order to do so, now that a lot of employees are accessing the VPN network based on that, the bandwidth evaluation become extremely important. And based on that, the security admin has to plan the infrastructure accordingly. And in order to help him and to assist him, ManageEngine has provided us with VPN trend report. So in order to do so, you can get it from where? You can get it from reports, VPN report. And just by simple click on VPN trend report, you can see all the details regarding the last 24 hours, which time in the day that you are facing the top or the least, which in the last 30 days as a VPN trend report, you can see which day is the most used or which day is the least used, and so on. And the same for the last 7 days VPN trends. So based on that, you can get the data for the VPN connection on a particular day and particular time, and which days of the week can be considered as a connection trend. Not only that, but also which days of the month can be a connection trend. Based on that, the security admin can plan how to build his infrastructure, as he knows which days in the week are the most used by which user, and which weeks are in the months in the year are the most using the VPN connection and consuming the bandwidth. Basically, Firewall Analyzer is helping the security admin and helping the user to be more productivity and more effective, especially in the crisis that we are facing and the pandemic that we are facing these days. Based on this, and based on the Firewall Analyzer, You can be in a social distance and you can be in a productive way. Thank you all. Of course, these are our emails that you can reach out for us, and you can send us your questions, and of course, we will answer you back as soon as possible and as soon as we get your questions for us. For us. Thank you all, and I hope this video was informative for you.